Shefty, was last night the kind of straw that broke the camel's back in terms of Russ starting for the Giants? We saw a couple times, him basically just throwing it into the tunnel, throwing it off the uprights, throwing, lobs up there, throwing picks, just looking like shit pretty much. And then after the game, Dable even said, when asked about the fans booing the quarterback situation, he basically said, yeah, I would have booed too. Why wouldn't you? So are they done with Russ, or are we going to do this whole same song and dance next week?
Brian Dable didn't want to answer the question after the press conference yesterday. And I think once you answer it once, you kind of get into a habit of opening yourself up to this. So I guess he didn't want to open up the speculation. I think after that series, there were some people that were disappointed. The schedule is so brutal that there's not a great time to go to the young quarterback. They play the Chargers at home this week. Get the schedule right here. I think that they play after that. Here we go. Chargers at home, at New Orleans.
Boom.
That might be good, but I don't know if you want to start the guy on the road and then home.
Yes,
for
you
Philly.
do. Yes, Steve, you definitely want it. That is.
Hold on. And then you got home for Philly. That's not. And then at Denver, at Philly, home for San Francisco. It's a gauntlet.
He's got to play sometime.
Yeah, wait.
This is a terrible after that run.
That is a terrible run for sure. That is a horrendous run. That is not an easy decision. Also, Daboll, Shane, they got to be thinking about their jobs, or are they tied with Jackson Dart's future success? How's that kind of work? Because, there is a conversation like these people were going crazy when Jackson jogs on the field. And obviously we've seen this before and it not work out, but we've seen it before and it does work out. He looks like he's built for the moment, and we're seeing what we're seeing. Is there a chance that Daboll and Shane are thinking about their job, or they think about the future? What is the mindset over there in the decision-making process?
The process has been that they've wanted to stay as patient as they can with Russell Wilson as their starting quarterback, with Jackson Dart on the bench. That's been where they've been at. They're 0-3, though, right now.
Yeah.
The fans are booing. At some point, they're going to make the change. It's coming. We just don't know when they're going to break down and go to.
It's a tough
quarterback.
The boys want it today, Shefty. The boys are calling for Jackson Dart today. Now, granted, one of the boys dealt with Russell last year, where Russell had a 4 or 5 games where he was on fire, and then it went the other way. And I would like to thank Russell Wilson for everything he's done for ball. But if I'm 0-3, and I think this conversation might come up later about a couple other teams as well. If I'm 0-3 with what the stats say and what the future looks like for our team, why would you not want to kind of see what you have? I understand that is a tough schedule. That certainly is not a good schedule for the Giants. And if I'm Daboll, who's potentially on my last leg, I'm not happy that this is what the schedule looks like going forward as we are 0-3. But, boy, at some point we got to let the Ole Miss boy, the Ole Miss dog, try to run out there.
Didn't they get last place last year?
How
do they have the hard schedule in the NFL the following year?
The NFL schedule maker say, hey, Giants, that's cute. I didn't like the way Daboll talked about us. Let's go ahead and get him the hell out of here. It is anything else to wrap this entire story up here? Daboll and Shane, are we good?
Jordan Renan just reported that Tyrone Tracy dislocated his shoulder last night.
Skattebo now starter.
Yep.
I would think we're going to see a little bit more of Cam Skattebo right now moving forward, because Tracy will miss multiple weeks. Look at Xavier Worthy. He dislocated his shoulder the first week in the friendly fire incident with Travis Kelce. He's missed the next 2 games, and my understanding was that the injury was more severe than people realized. And so now Tyrone Tracy's got a dislocated shoulder. He's a running back. He's using that shoulder quite a bit. So, yeah, I think Cam Skattebo now will step into a larger role with Tracy out.
The world's going to enjoy Cam Skattebo.
Yeah.
The only reason why I know that is because, boy, it was great to learn about him at Arizona State last year. And he should have been known a long time ago. We have this high school clip of him. I posted this last night. I don't know if you saw it. Cam Skattebo in high school, untackleable, actually. Look at this dude. He sprawls and all stuff mixed together. Oh, yeah, he's breaking a couple tackles. This is good for high school. Yeah, we've seen this before. Okay, he's still going. It's got to be over there, right? Got to be over there. Nope. He's on the other side of it. Cameraman. He's the one scoring the touchdown. Yeah, that's him. Skattebo has 4 plays from there. He has a kickoff return, I think, where he has something like that from high school. I have no idea how he ended up at Arizona State and kind of overlooked. But his head is the size of this desk. Okay, and his grit and determination to win is beyond everybody's, and he was overlooked. It's like this dude is a weapon, and his style of play is very much
battering ram.
Yeah, he wants to pound people. It's good for football if Skattebo continues. He levitated for that one. I mean, it was like a 12-foot levitation Cam Skattebo had, and then we're gonna hit a backflip. Yep, no problem. In full. I mean, this dude's a real deal, dude. And I'm happy he's at the Giants because that's a massive market to kind of get a hold of him. But I wish he was on a team that was potentially going to go on a real run because this dude is legit, Shefty, legit.
Well, first of all, that run that he made in high school, I hadn't seen that before. That's one of the greatest runs I've ever seen from any running back ever. Like that's as good as any run I've ever seen. That's like in the Beastquake category. That's like in Sanders territory. Look at how many tackles he avoids. Just when you think he's down, he's not. He breaks loose again. He absolutely has to be finished here, right? They have him wrapped up, thrown down, right? No, they don't. He breaks free again. Chris Berman would have a field day with that highlight. And that's all I could think as I'm watching that. He would love that. And Cam Skattebo, to tie back to your initial question, I don't understand why the Giants didn't run him when they got down to the 4-yard line last night on that series with Russell Wilson.
With Skattebo
playing the way he was. Like, how about giving the ball to Cam Skattebo?
They want to hit the goalpost.
Chris Berman going, woo, woo, Cam Skattebo would have been every single week.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yep.
Skattebo, boop, boop.
Yep,
yeah, I mean, it would have been hey, boom. Come on, Boom.
Yeah,
Come on, Boom. We need that every week. We need Skattebo watch with Chris Berman going forward.